So today we're going to talk about what a soulmate is. And this is something that I see a lot of confusion about because there's a perception in our culture, in American culture, that a soulmate is a very romantic concept. It's the idea that there is one true love for you out in the world, and that you only get one, and that you have to find that person, and you're their only one, and they're your only one, and that's just how it works. And the truth is that a soulmate really isn't that. A soulmate really is just someone who you knew before you came here, and you've agreed to do important work here together. There's something important you agreed to do here together before you came here. And so now you're here, you're meeting up with each other, and you're living these things out that you've already made these agreements on a soul level to do. So parents and children are actually soulmates because you choose your parents before you get here, and parents choose their kids before they get here. So really it's just about someone who's coming into your life because there's something that they are doing with you that's very important, and it's something that you've already agreed together that you would learn. And now sometimes that's a really hard thing because it can be someone who, I had a teacher who discussed this concept with me, and he was talking to all of us about how he got hit by a car, and he didn't realize it at the time, but his teacher explained to him that actually the person who hit you with his car was one of your soulmates because that whole situation where this particular person was in the accident was the beginning of like a rock bottom time for him, and he turned a lot of aspects of his life around as a result of that accident. So it was a really pivotal, important moment, and the person who was coming in to do that was coming in with important work to do. So sometimes a soulmate can be someone who, it can definitely be a romantic soulmate, and it can even be somebody who's not in your life anymore. Um, and sometimes it can be someone who was in your life for a short time to teach you something about love. So sometimes you'll wonder why you feel such a strong connection to someone who doesn't end up being the love that you live out your life with, and that can be why. It can be because you actually are soulmates, you have a connection on a soul level, and you were in each other's lives to teach each other something important. And it's important for you to actually learn that lesson so that the presence of that person in your life is not wasted. The other thing that's important for you to know about soulmates is that you never really know what someone can be in your life in the future. It's really difficult to know right now if a past soulmate will have a role to play in your future. So sometimes you're closing a chapter, but it's really just one chapter. So that's something I also want you to keep in mind. My husband and I, we've been married for 14 years, and we broke up for 3 years at the very beginning. Well, not the beginning of our relationship, but about 3 years into our relationship, we broke up and we were apart for 3 years. And during that time, neither of us ever really thought we would get back together, and it just ended up being that we did. We came back together, and it was very powerful, and there was a very deep emotional connection, and it was very clear that we still had a deep love for each other, and that we had a future together. And now we've been married for 14 years. So you never really know that you're completely done with someone in your life. So I don't, sometimes that can bring a lot of despair for you if you've had a breakup and you're like, I think that that person was really the one, and now I don't think that I'm ever going to have anyone in my life again. And I want you to know that you never really know what the future holds for you with a particular soulmate, and that there's always love in the world for you. There's always love in the world for you. Life is never done with you, and love is always here for you. So I want you to remember that. And with this new knowledge of what a soulmate is, I want you to look at your life now, look at your love life, and see if you can figure out who the soulmates were and what they were here to teach you. So, that's what I've got for you today. I hope that you'll connect again soon. Take care.